Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm in Mount Holly, Philadelphia, and I'm gonna work on this beautiful Colorado blue spruce with my friend and client Karen. Karen is very proud of this tree. It's one of her best trees in the collection. It's still a material but had a lot of potential. I'm so excited to work on this tree. I really love Colorado blue spruces. It's one of the native trees in the United States that are my favorite. Actually, 2 years ago I was in Colorado and I had the chance to see this tree growing in nature, and they really grow in extreme condition. They have very dry season in summer. They grow most of the time in very muddy places. And during winter they get a lot of snow, and so they get squished down and compact. That's the reason most of the time they have beautiful deadwood like this one, and they have this rough bark that contrasts with the beautiful blue color of the needle. As for in Europe, Norway spruce, spruces are a little bit tricky in terms of growing them. They always need to be a little bit moister in the soil. They don't like to be dry, so we need to keep them always moister, and even more for the condition most of the time they grow in nature, they like a little bit of acid soil. So we can add some canuma to the mix, so we can keep a little bit of the acidic soil, and the tree will be happier. Actually, this tree will repot in spring, and now it's doing very, very well, but I want Karen to explain you what we did after she purchased the tree.
Hello, my name is Karen Harkaway. I was the president of the American Bonsai Society, but I've now been demoted to the vice president of the ABS. And I'm so excited to be here with this wonderful piece of material that Mauro is going to style with me tomorrow. You can see the beautiful deadwood, or maybe you can't, but there's a gorgeous part right here. It's a tremendous piece of material. It was collected by Todd Schlafer, who's done a wonderful job of getting this wonderful piece of material. When we got it in the springtime, I actually had purchased it from Todd at the National in 2018. And so in the spring of 2019, it was in a very large growing box at the time. And so Mauro was here and we repotted it, but there were many, many large rocks from the soil that it had been dug out from. And so we were attempting to put it into a larger semi-cascade pot, but because of the situation with the roots, we decided to be a little bit more conservative and put it into this much smaller, but still not its final size pot. So we did that in late February, and then I kept it in my greenhouse until about the beginning of April. And it has just done very, very well here through our summer. It's now the end of September, and it's extremely healthy. And Mauro says it's a go to get started on styling this.
So as you can see, it's a very interesting material. The idea is to show this beautiful character of the tree, this nice shari, and actually now that it's tapped by it's covered by these branches, we have a nice twist of the trunk that then we go up to this part. And what we want to do is create a nice semi-cascade style using this major branch as a lower branch and this part as the new apex to kind of frame the movement of the tree. Probably we're gonna gin this part to create one of those typical tangents that those Colorado blue spruces has in nature. So the idea is to keep the tree in this inclination and start working from the lower branches, wiring up to the apex and giving the shape. So first of all, we're going to work on some of the gin, and then we're going to start wiring and shaping the branches while we go up to the top. We're going to also shape this as a nice gin. It was a long root that probably was cut when the tree was collected. We used as an anchor when we repot the tree, but now we can really take the bark off and create a nice gin like this one, and another part to give more character to the tree. As Karen mentioned originally, The original plan was ready to plant this tree in this angle on a square mica pot, but because the condition of some roots and I didn't want to bend them and give too much stress on the tree for the first repotting, we prefer to put the tree in the original position, grow more roots, and maybe in 2 years after the shaping we can put the tree in a final pot or in another step pot to the final pot. So let's go and work on this beautiful tree. Because we want to concentrate all the attention of the observer in the main part of the tree, we're going to also get rid of this branch that is too long and too straight.
So we spent the better part of the morning choosing and cleaning and shaping the gin that we were going to use, including taking this big root out and shaping that, cleaning and shaping all of this. This beautiful 10 gin will be bent forward when as part of the shape of the tree. And next we're going to start the structural wiring. Wiring in the correct direction for moving the branches in the direction that we want. We're going to move some of these down here so that you have some filling in here, bringing these two up, and overall shaping the tree.
She hit me like that. Saw that thing so beautiful. She just hit my heart. Oh, full force and she got me like that. I be like, baby, why you so fine? Gotta make you mine. So hard to find.
So we've now finished all of the structural and the fine wiring. The next step is going to be to put a guy wire between one part of the trunk that is up against the main trunk. We're going to anchor it down here to a gin, pull it off such that the two main pieces of the trunk are not touching each other, so there's room for growth and not hitting. And then we're going to set the main branches from the bottom to the top, and then the secondary branches.
That's so heaven sent. I think she was meant to knock them daylight. Like, girl, you're so fine. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah. Girl, you rockin' like, baby, so fine. Sublime, super fine. She was never lying, strutting in the heels or her slides. Either way, eyes on her every single day, week, year. Everyone wondering how she does it with no fear. All that confidence, was it heaven sent? Does it come within? Does it come run out? I don't know. She'll just have them running out and in. Man, they want to sin, talking deadly sin with Mrs. Lady. I don't understand why she hit them like. Girl, you knock him dead. Oh, oh, oh. How you do it, thing you do.
So here we are with the final product. We was able to structure all the nice branches of the tree in different position and create a very dynamic shape to increase all the tension the central part of the trunk has with the movement of the shari and the twist of the branch. So using that first branch and a couple of lower branches, we increase that dynamic movement, and then at the end we move this gene up also to focus the attention of the observer to the same direction. We have already a nice triangle. As you can see, during the work we wasn't cleaning too much of the old foliage. We want to keep a lot of strength of the tree. Also, the tip buds are are conserved because the tree need to really have a lot of energy in spring, bud out very strong, and then after the first flash, we can go back and prune the tree to start working on the density and the volume. But for now, the priority is the strength of the tree, and the strength is always at the tips. So next year, we can still grow the tree in this container, in this position. Probably we wanna put a net here to hold the soil, and in a couple of years, we can think about the final pot, maybe a moonstone or a nice square or round pot for a semi-cascade style. So I'm really looking forward to see how this tree develop in the next year, and I'm very happy for Karen to have this piece on his collection, and see you at the next episode.
Bonsai Dream.